Today, Sports and Hip Hop with DJ Mad Max. Live 365's got a brand new. This is his debut album. I was reading online. It's the official debut, solo debut here. Nate Husser is joining me on the show here tonight. How's it going, Nate?
Yo, it's Gucci, man. I just touched down, bro, back in the city, man, from LA, back in Montreal. You know what I mean? Getting ready to turn shit up out here. You know what I mean? That's it. Release party tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Riding the wave right now. Feel good.
Have you ran into your idol LeBron James yet? Because they call you the LeBron James, a little burgundy.
Not yet, man. Not yet. But you know what I'm saying? I had the chance to meet up with Malik Monk though the other day.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that was cool. I was like coaching at this NBA Players Association camp, training with the kids and refing and all that, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, you do a lot of charity events, I heard, especially for your own basketball league back in Montreal.
yeah. Every summer we do like a charity ball tournament, um, in the hood, barbecue, you know what I'm saying? Like music. Last year went crazy. We finished off with like a dodgeball game on the ball court. Cops and everything joined in, like it was lit. It turns up over.
Oh wow. No, that's amazing, especially that you were able to get the cops to join, because I know everyone wants to try to ease the tensions because we all know the corruption that goes on within the police systems and all over the world. It's not just in America, but salute to that and trying to get everything smoothed over in that aspect of things. But you wanted to be a ball player originally. I heard that you potentially had some offers out here in the States to
I
go to
did.
college.
I did. I had like one high school, like what's it called, like prep school like offer, and then one college offer. I don't even remember what they was, but one was like in Brooklyn, a high school in Brooklyn, and one was like upstate New York, um some Nets college. But yeah, I was hooping crazy up until like 17. That's when I really just started rapping and all that, and that took over.
LeBron James and one highlights. Those were your two things that you were watching back in the day to
All the
prepare you for the
time,
game.
all the time. Yeah, how you know about that?
I did my research on you, man.
Yeah, bro. All day, every day. That's why I was just mimicking whatever I seen like LeBron doing them highlights. I was like studying his high school highlights, NBA highlights, you know what I mean? And when all that, that's you know what I'm saying, that was going crazy. Then you just want to go sport them moves out like in real life, you know what I mean? And that's just it's just part of my love for the game.
What is your favorite LeBron era? Is it when he was first on the Cavs, when he went back to the Cavs, the Miami LeBron, or getting his fourth ring out in Los Angeles?
I'd have to say when he went back to the Cavs. That was crazy. That was a crazy era
It
for sure.
was
Yeah. Like I
when it
down
went
there
for
felt
City.
like, yeah, I down there felt like I knew, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, like that shit hit home, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
What's insane is that when he left Cleveland, he was hated when he went to Miami, and the fact that he went back just shows that he only left you just to get that ring because that's what because I think that's what every ball player wants. They want to go win a ring, but once you solidify yourself in that aspect, I'm gonna go home and take the knowledge and experience that I have in winning one with another team and bring it
Exactly.
home.
Exactly. And it's like that's almost like what that's why I like him so much because this is what I'm trying to like apply like here with this. You know what I'm saying? Like in a lot of how would you say, like, I guess industries, you gotta leave where you know what I'm saying, where you from sometimes to go learn and just get some wins so you know how to win it, you know what I'm saying? Bring the knowledge and the wisdom back home. So yeah, man. And I thought one thing I just realized and remembered that was like really crazy about LeBron's story too is how he got drafted number one by the Cavs, and like bro was like from Cleveland, bro, and I never well from Akron, and I never thought like I never even realized like how crazy that was like up until recently. But yeah,
The hometown love. That's all that matters in the end, especially when you get love. But you mentioned before something that was interesting in going somewhere else to get the wins and taking them home. Where you feel as though that you've gotten your wins from outside of Montreal and Little Burgundy? Because New York, you signed your deal with Plus One and Empire, and then you're always out in LA making connections.
Yeah, I live there now too. So that's really like it right there. Like a lot of my dudes like don't really, you know what I'm saying, even really able to cross the border and all that. So it's like for me to be coming from where I'm from and you know what I'm saying, being able to if it feel like going against all the odds, you know what I'm saying, especially coming from like a city that's like all French, like nobody don't even know like, you know what I'm saying, dudes like me and my folk be really existing out here. It's like it's just crazy.
It is, but we have a debut album here to talk about. All Time High. How you feeling about it, man? And the recognition. I like the album cover because you pieced together. I feel as though all these NBA players.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you. Shoot, that I'm feeling real good, bro. I'm feeling real good. Like, shoot, it's just it's about time, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's my first like full body of work. You know what I mean? It just feel real good to finally like have some some of my most recent and favorite like music out. You know what I mean? Like best stuff. Now I got a whole lot more. So it's just like at a point now, it's like catching up. Before I felt like I was like catching up to myself. You know what I'm saying? And now like you know we really got a good flow putting things out. So like it's good, bro.
I know some haters talking hot still follow me.
Exactly.
Little
You know
big.
what I mean?
I like
Go
that. No, you showed a lot of acknowledgement to in respect to Lil Wayne. I know he's a huge influence on your career, but why do you feel as though our haters follow us? Because if they hate us so much and they dislike us and they hate that we're successful, why do you think they follow us on Instagram? Why do you think they give us that gratification at the same time?
because they don't even know they hating. That's why. So it's like they fans. You know what I mean? They become like it's crazy because at some point I feel like once you start doing things at a certain level, sometimes certain people you start to look at you like different, bro. Like as if like, you know what I'm saying, you really changed, but it's like I don't know. I feel like that comes with I feel like that comes with some like that's what comes with the hate. That's what presents itself as hate sometimes. Is like people just not understanding or just ending up separating you from, you know, like artists, like from being a human, you know what I mean? And then you
Yeah.
become a topic that people are just so used to always talking about and just like giving out their opinions, whether it's wanted or unwanted, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, shoot, people, you know what I'm saying, like things one day, don't like them the next day. And it's just like if they talking, they're going up, you know what I mean? Regardless. So
Dwayne Carter flow, like I mentioned before, Lil Wayne's a huge influence on your career. I've heard that A Milli is your favorite Lil Wayne song.
yeah, it's definitely up there. That's like probably my favorite like of his like singles, like popular ones, but my favorite ones probably what's it called? Wheezy's Ambitions freestyle. You know what I mean? That money, get a dollar and that one right there. That's my
That's a
shit.
classic right there.
Yeah.
What was your introduction to Wayne? Was it the Carter one, two, three? Which one was
Um,
your introduction to Wayne, or was it one of his mixtapes? No ceilings. Sorry for
Carter,
the wait.
it was probably Carter. Nah, it was a yeah, it was Carter two. Carter two. I was introduced, and then you know backtracked, went into his older stuff, and then I was just like hooked. You know what I mean? By that time, mixtapes was all popping like on the mixtape sites and like LimeWire and all that, Napster business and all that. You know what I'm saying? Just going crazy. Um, Carter three came, and I was like, I was at every like Wayne show whenever he came down to Montreal and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like copping the albums, all that. Like, yeah.
How'd you feel about the Carter five? I know when it came out, it had mixed reviews. People kind of weren't impressed with it.
I mess with it, man. I love it. I love it. I think it's like so just dope to see. Um, it's an artist who's like maturing and still a master at their craft, like you know what I'm saying, and not like slow slowing down or like starting to sound corny or nothing. Like he's still like eating like as if it was like 5, 10 years ago or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's
One of the
big.
best to do it, and especially he really earned my respect and just learning about his behind the process and record and just he just puts on a beat and just goes.
Uh-huh.
He's the type that just rhymes right on the beat. He doesn't need to write anything down. That's truly what makes him a genius at his craft.
Yeah. It's that freestyle element, man. Yeah.
Exactly. But you have inspirations that draw from everyone in the in the game pretty much, but more in particular Pharrell, 50 Cent, Eminem, Busta
Mm-hmm.
Rhymes. I've heard Joey Badass was an influence, Drake, Biggie, Tupac, and you also pay respects. I heard that you have some tattoos of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and Nipsey Hussle. Have you thought about being an
Mm-hmm.
activist in your own right later on in your career and speaking on injustices, whether that occur in Montreal?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's like something you just like you just do, you know what I'm saying? Like you live it in a way, you know what I'm saying? So like yeah, I've been, I guess you could say, like activating, you know, in my own ways. And it's just I definitely do plan to explore and expand, you know what I'm saying, in the future as just as I grow and more opportunities present themselves and I have more of an influence, you know what I'm saying? Like definitely want to shake some things up, man. Like, yeah.
When you were playing basketball, you realized that, man, my body was taking a beating, and now you're in really a mental game now because this industry, as far as entertainment goes, is all mental, trying to make it, get to that next level, trying to prove yourself. What were some of the mental beatdowns that you were going through even before you signed your deal, and that maybe you're currently still going through and trying to take things to the next level?
Um, shoot. Really it's just like about like never letting things like get to you or just like, you know what I'm saying, stray you off your path because it's gonna be a lot of noise. Sometimes the noise is gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like no matter how unbreakable you are, like you're gonna have weak moments and things are gonna get into your head sometimes and all that. And it's just really about like, yeah, for me it's really just like finding back that like just staying in my bag. You know what I mean? Staying in my bag, bro. So that's like one of the challenges. But once you like, you know what I'm saying, you on it and life, you learn how to move through life and navigate and take the hits, you know what I'm saying, and punch back. I'm saying you good. So
It all
yeah.
started at your local community center. You were rapping on a microphone that was there over Gucci Mane's Black Tea. From
Yep.
there, we all know your history of going on and rapping for the posters, going on. I think you opened up for Machine Gun Kelly. Now, when you reflect back on that situation, do you feel as though it was difficult in the fact of going solo and proving yourself as a solo artist? Because sometimes when people are originally starting out in a duo or a group, it may be hard for them to come out of that situation and prove themselves as a solo artist. Did you find any difficulties in doing that?
Nah. The difficulty is like nah, cause I always like kind of got love. Like even in the group, we all got our own like, you know what I'm saying, our own share of love and stuff, like just as individual artists and stuff. So um the difficulties only really came, I guess, from like coming out of where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like going up against, because you know how like in the rap game, in the rap culture is like, you know, a city's credibility is like kind of important. You know what I'm saying? Credibility is like really important for whatever reason. And and so like nobody don't know, like nobody has ever come out of Montreal, or really like it's not really a place that's like quote unquote on the map, you know what I'm saying? So it's like people hear about Montreal, it's like, oh what, like how, you know what I'm saying? You probably thinking about like just old like French people, you know what I'm saying? So like nobody's thinking like it's hoods out here. Nobody thinking it's like none of that. And so it's like when you dealing with like rap, that's like, you know, music that comes from like the struggle, you know, that people want to be authentic. So automatically they just assuming that probably is like, you know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of cap because it's like, how could this even be? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, what I rap about, I really lived through and all that. And so I'm saying I'm just like, just here living, telling my story, bro. So that was a difficulty because I gotta I just gotta keep telling my story, no matter who trying to believe it or not. And now they really starting to believe it, you know?
Mhm. And speaking of people believing in your vision, has there been any even Toronto artists such as like Drake or Tory Lanez that you've been able to meet over the years, or have even reached out to you on Instagram, even besides, doesn't even have to be Drake or Tory Lanez, any major artists out in Canada?
Um, Shoot. I mean, I don't think I ain't never meet Drake or Tory Lanez. Like, actually, I met Drake one time when I was a kid, bro. Like, this is before any like before he was even rapping and shit. Like, he was still on Degrassi and all
He
that
was still wheelchair Jimmy.
type thing. He was like, I think he was like with a basketball team, and it was just like downtown on the strip in Montreal. And like, yeah, I was with my moms and we noticed him and we just went up to him, like, said what up, like real quick. I was like a young, like I was like ages ago. But aside from that, man, any other artists, like, shoot. I mean, I did some work with Eva Shaw.
That's right. You met her out in LA.
Yeah, I met her in LA, exactly. And she from Toronto. We got some bangers out. My boy Junior T, he a dope producer, DJ, from out of Toronto, man. I
Kate
work with him.
Trinata.
Kate Trinata's from Montreal, actually. We met out here. Yeah, we met out here in Montreal still. So, man, it's a lot of folk that I met and worked with along the way. You know what I mean? Um, Shoot, you said you brought up Carter Five, bro. Even like my boy Dirtwork produced a record on Carter Five. He from out here too.
Wow.
He did that one with Travis Scott and Wayne. It what it was called. Yeah, that one.
No, see, this is why we need the booklets back
Mhm.
in the day when we had the CDs, because you would know all that information.
You know what I mean? Let It Fly. I think it's called Let It Fly.
Let it fly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, go check that out for people that didn't go check that. Do your research behind the scenes too, because you never know. There may be someone in your area that's out there that could be working on these huge albums that doesn't get the recognition anymore. But Iced Out Baby G, you were inspired by this with Pharrell and Lil Wayne wearing the Iced Out Baby G's and G Shock watches back in the day. Tell me, when did you find out that Jake Paul used this as his victory song?
Shoot. One day I think I just opened up Instagram and like notifications was just going crazy, like what's going on? And I see like homie on like on Sports Center turning up. Like I was like, oh word. Actually, it started like he was just playing a song in a hotel, like getting ready for his fight and all that. Yeah. And then he won and it started going crazy. And like, yeah, man. That was a crazy feeling. That was a dope feeling.
That's an anthem. Just think about that. You have an anthem in your own right already.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's a blessing.
It definitely is, man. You have so many other interests outside of hip hop and
Yeah, on
even
the
R&B. Coldplay, Yellow is your favorite Coldplay song.
uh-huh.
That's someone else that you would love to work with in the near future. Why do you think they would be a good complement to what you bring to the table as far as your music and artistry? Why would you sound good together?
Um, Man, just because I'm real versatile, like I just feel what I feel. You know what I mean? Like I just make music based on feeling. And so yeah, it's like I take away all the everything you see. You know what I'm saying? It's just like all about what I'm hearing and feeling type thing. That's why I really feel like, you know what I mean? I grew up like listening to a lot of that stuff too. So I have a certain type of attachment, I guess, to that type of music.
It's always interesting when you see hip hop artists dive out of their own territory, like what Jay Z did with Linkin Park back in the day.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's like I feel like I feel like, you know, everybody I think music is music, man. So it's like no, I don't think nobody just listens to like one type of genre of music, you know what I'm saying? And so it's a good way to like bridge gaps. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Expand your horizons and
Exactly.
Get some more experience and listen to other lanes, maybe apply it to your music and become more creative. You never know in that aspect and field. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's always important. But all time high, when did you come up for the name for this album? I'm curious.
Oh, yo, this is a crazy story. So, man, I knew that I wanted it to like, I knew I wanted my album title to like revolve around. I wanted to bring like together like music and just like where I'm at in my career and my life, basketball, my love for the sport, and my love for smoking weed.
You have your own weed brand dropping soon too.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, man, I'm just like for months I was talking with my boys, my management, like just trying to like brainstorm, da 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 da. And then one day I'm just like driving on the highway down in LA, and literally like I look to the side of me and there's a whole like building with some letters on it. It's a path, like PATH, and letters are like lighting up, but only the P is like going on and off. So it's like at certain points, all I'm seeing is ATH. I'm like ATH, like what that mean, bro? Like what does that stand for? It literally felt like the universe is like sending me a message, like yo ATH. So I'm like driving, I'm like I Google like yo, what does ATH stand for? And one of the meanings was all time high. And then it just hit me. I was like, yo, that's it right there. It's
Wow.
like, yeah. It's like the universe just sent me the album title name type. Like, you know, bro.
It's always interesting. That's a very interesting story to hear behind the name of your debut album here, because sometimes things just speak to you in a way that you feel as though the earth was sending you a message, the world was
Yeah,
sending you this message that you got to name your album this, and that's it goes to show you that it was meant to be, and you're meant to be what you're doing in this world too.
where yeah, I'm big on them types of vibes, man. And like, you know what I'm saying, just being in tune, you know what I'm saying, with the universe and just self and manifesting and all that, you know what I mean? Yeah.
To the Mound, you're working on that brand as well.
Yeah, to Limon. That's French for everyone. You know, short for everyone's a weirdo. It's my brand dropping real soon. So y'all gotta look out for that for sure.
What's on your vision board for you to achieve next in your life, or that you're manifesting?
Um, shoot, this tour about to go on tour soon. You know what I mean? But I want to do it different. Like I want to really like in every city, um, bring like basketball with me like on the tour, you know what I'm saying? So I want to go connect with everybody in the, you know what I'm saying, they respective like basketball, like popping basketball courts and in their hoods and like hoop with the best hoopers and in the city, the best local hoopers and you know what I'm saying? Take over some courts and hoop and meet the people before like or after every show, you know what I'm saying? Like so that's what's like up next. Um, aside from that, bro, definitely like more music. Man, I got a whole lot of bigger plans too, but you know, I'm taking it just step by step, man, like growing this thing out first before anything. So
You got some performances coming up in the States as well, maybe even with Rolling Loud.
um man, we working on some things. Definitely like yeah, in the States, Canada, all that. So y'all gonna hear about it. So
We gotta close out the show talking about the deal though, because that's what really gives you the backing and the cosign of life to mean that you really got this when a record and you could be independent, and once you get that big following, then you're successful on your own, you build your own equity. But when a record label recognizes you, that means the world to you. So this all started that you started receiving messages, and then you eventually got your lawyers and went out to some meetings and got the deal done. But tell me why Plus One made the most sense for you in going forth here in your career, especially with Empire.
because it was like going in, it was like a partnership. It is a partnership type of deal. So, you know, we you know, when you sign on a deal, it's at the end of the day, it's like it's also another word for it is an agreement, you know? And so it's like an agreement means you agree to the terms. So we just like word for word, really just brought it to a point where everybody was happy and with terms that we both agreed to that worked for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's I feel like what's important when making a deal that a lot of people like maybe like seem to forget about or just have like certain stereotypes of negative like views on signing deals and stuff when it's really like there ain't no one like deal. It's like you can make. I could be like, yo, like I want to sign for chocolate bars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I want money, I want chocolate bars. Like it's like, all right, this dude want to give him 8 million chocolate bars or something like whatever he wanted do that type thing. So it's like that was a bad example, but like you know what I mean. Um, it's they cool though, man. They like real give me like a lot of freedom, creative freedom. And it's like a small team, we like a family, bro. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I just like call up the CEO, you know what I'm saying? Like any day type thing, my A&R, like we always like talking, you know what I'm saying? They always talk with my management and all that. So like it's good like cause I get to have a lot of like focus on my project and me and all that, you know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like so out of reach and nothing. So it's a good situation to be in. And then like you got Empire who's like also killing it in the distro world. You know what I'm saying? So they already like was kind of messing with me from before I signed the deal. So it was like it was kind of just meant to be. You know what I'm saying? So, happened.
It was
Yeah.
meant to be, man, and it's working out for you this far. You're making moves out in LA. I mean, it's tough for even Americans to really go out there and achieve success and really network out there. But the dream chasers out there, such as yourself, always find way and make impact out there.
Hell yeah, man. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, it ain't easy. You know
No.
what I'm saying? Like once you focused and you know what I'm saying, resilient, man. It's
Resilient.
just
That's the main word right there. The key
yeah,
word. Not taking no for an answer and keeping going no matter what. Picking yourself back up after every fall.
yeah, facts.
You already know. Nate Husser, is there anything else you would love to let your fans know that we didn't touch on in this interview?
Shoot. Uh nah man, just I appreciate all the love, man. Thank y'all for fucking with me for real. Cause without y'all listening, shoot, I'm just another dude with rap dreams who can rap, you know what I'm saying? So it means a lot. Everybody listening, showing love. You know what I'm saying? I see it. I appreciate it. And yeah, man, just be on the lookout for more. You know what I'm saying? The merch, the shows, all that, man, coming.
And they can follow you on Instagram and Twitter, Nate Husser.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, search Nate Husser. Everyone's a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? And that's everyone's a weirdo on IG and on Twitter. It's MFN weirdo, like motherfucking weirdo. So yeah, check me out. I
And there you
follow.
have it. Big things on the horizon for you, man. Keep going. You're already putting Little Burgundy on the map. You already have, in my opinion, just based off the articles that I've been reading online. And just major congrats to everything that you're doing out here, and even showing love to the icons and greats that came before you. Calamari, that was a song paying homage, especially with the production to that boom bap East
Yeah,
Coast hip hop
yeah.
sound. I love that.
Word. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
No doubt, man. And a shout out to Justin for setting this up. And you're
Word.
always welcome on the show anytime that you need any promo, man. I'm spinning your records up here and everything. So keep going, man.
That G. Love, bro.
Salute, man. Enjoy the rest of your night, man. Take care. Stay safe, man.
All right. Easy. Hold that down.
Easy. Peace out, man.